Junior, what's one off your list?
About me, my question is more about the translation for your content. All your video, if is in your future plan to add a voiceover in French, and the same thing for your book is you can have that.
Yeah, we're looking. So all of the books are being, not all the books are being rewritten. The Wealth Coach, Pulling Profits, I think any of the brand new ones are not being rewritten, but the others are all going through a rewrite over the next coming 12 months. Well, not 12 months. It'll be 2 years to rewrite all of them and bring them up to date, which interestingly enough, AI does a great job of that. You literally load the book up on an app called Claude because it can do up to 70,000 words. And you say, okay, take this book and bring it up to 2023 like knowledge update this whole thing. But then a writer has to then take that and actually fully edit it and do the last sort of 40% of it type thing. What we've been doing for the last year is testing with all of the videos that we have for membership. So all of the member videos which go to your clients and are played to your clients, all of those we've been running through a translation system for a year. And so we've been testing translation on live video that we do, and it's been very human-oriented up to this point. We've now got it to a point with 3 different AI platforms where we know within about 99% we have accuracy. So we know what that level of accuracy is. Now we're playing with, and did you see that video I did where it was me speaking Spanish? So there's this one platform where I can put a video in and it sounds like me, and it's me, and my lips are moving as if I'm speaking in any language whatsoever. I sound much sexier when I speak Spanish than I do when I speak English, American, Australian, whatever you want to call it. So that technology is great now for up to about 5 minutes of video for all of the video that we have. So what we're going to start doing is translating everything that's audio. So my podcasts will, during 2024, move into every language, not every language in the world, but I think it's a dozen languages the teams have identified that my podcast will be available in French, in German, in Chinese, et cetera, et cetera. Does that make sense? So we're going with written and audio first. Video, I think we're going to have to wait till 2025, 2026 when technology is strong enough to do it. But all my friends who speak Spanish, when I put this video up, all went, dude, that sounds almost perfect. A little robotic, but almost perfect languaging-wise. And then I did another one in German, and everyone's like, dude, you sound almost aggressive as a German does. Like I feel like you want to beat me up. I can tell you're German type thing. And it's like... But yeah, AI is going to help us a lot with that over the next 12 months. But we are definitely in a position where written and audio can be fully translated. The audio ones, literally, again, it sounds like me. So we transcribe it. It then gets translated, and then we upload it to a software that has learned my voice. And that software in my voice comes back out. Like, how cool is that? So the video will wait, but this year will be written and audio will be moving through. And also within Action Coach, the hub will be generated in multi-languages in the next 12 months. So every language will be there. And obviously the master franchisees of those countries or nationalities are responsible for the upkeep of all of that information in those languages. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting time. AI is speeding up. Everyone talks to you about AI and says, oh, AI is going to change the world and AI is going to do this. And I always just call bullshit. It's like, I'm 52 now. I have seen 20 things in my lifetime that are going to ruin the world. The world is ending because it was swine flu. Then it was whatever, Y2K is going to kill the world. The internet's going to kill business. Retail's going to die. For home food service is going to kill restaurants. Like we've all seen all of these things that everything's going to end because of X. Well, what AI is going to do is going to accelerate change. The same way the pandemic, it was a negative, but it accelerated the virtualization of the world in a dramatic way. We leapfrogged the world 7 to 10 years of virtualness in a 1 to 2 year period. When Amazon said in halfway through 2020, or towards the end of 2020, they said, we're doing our 2027 numbers of packages now. So they quoted that they were 7 years in advance of their numbers within 1 year. Because people that never had an Amazon account at the start of COVID, all of a sudden magically all had Amazon accounts. And you know, Amazon is a genius business model. Amazon, Costco, all of these are genius business models. Netflix, because they're a subscription-based model. People are like, because I always say, discounting will kill your business. Trying to be the cheapest is it's a race to the bottom. And so people say, well, what about Costco? They're cheaper than everybody else. But Costco is a membership-based business. They're not out to make 10% off a product. They will not do that. They are very clear to have very slim margins, but we want your membership fee every year. You know, and now we want you on your credit card, so we get that membership fee every year. Membership-based businesses, I love them. I think they're the best business model going forward. My podcast with Baxter, what's her first name? She wrote the book on membership-based economy, and phenomenal book. But when I asked her on the whole thing about how that works, and you can listen to the podcast, of course, but when I asked her about that future and how she saw it so long ago, like how did companies like Adobe and Netflix and all of these, like you imagine the size of the stomach knots of the guys at Adobe that said, you know what, we're going to stop charging hundreds of thousands for our software to big firms. We're just going to let them pay monthly. Can you imagine how much like fear must have been in that group, because they did it first and everyone else had to follow, sort of thing. Everyone else learned that. Now every software company in the world doesn't let you buy the software. You have to lease the software, and SaaS is even now an actual term because Adobe went first. But to have seen that model so long ago to be where it is today was just, so Robbie Baxter, Membership Economy, great book.